Girl, my anxiety is on 100. I'm just hoping that important things will be addressed, and I'm not here for drama. I'm here for answers, and I'm also ready for questions.
3 for me was the worst. I've never ever been in a situation where I could not wrap something and not be in touch with someone.
I think today everybody is expecting my big lips to arrive, and honey, they're right here.
Housewives of Durban. See, the reunion is everything and more that I was expecting. Like when I was watching this Housewives of Durban, when I was thinking about the reunion, I just thought it was going to give me this kind of vibes. But my only fear was, who will the host be? And as luck we have it, we have a host that is giving us everything and more that we expect from a host. Like, this host deserves a very special place in a good place, and Sane deserves a very bad place in a bad place, like, if that makes any sort of sense. Like, the host did an excellent job. This is why we say it's a reunion. Like, take the answers of the questions from we viewers and go and ask these ladies. Let us see how they get to lie. Let us see how that they get, whether they have any sort of shame, any sort of, like, let's just look at their faces once more and watch them lie to us again. Like, this whole reunion, it was everything and more. I enjoyed every single scene. Like, I enjoyed everything the ladies were saying, both the lies, the confrontations, the cry, the fake tears, and all of that. It was a whole lot, and I enjoyed it. That host, guys, you guys need to bring him back whenever season 4 comes out. That guy did an excellent job. Yes, he was biased at some point in time, but notwithstanding, no one is perfect, so let's just give it to him. Like, he did a good job. So even if he's biased, nobody is perfect. I can't think of any other person that would have done this job and have done it excellently well as he did it.
That's the thing, George. I don't care. This group did not make me. I am not here because I need something. No. This group is not my life. I'm here. I'm not going to suck up from anybody here. I'm not a follower. I'm my own woman.
So, do you feel that when around that racist comment, you feel that was a lie?
Can you play it?
Let's go.
Now, let me first and foremost apologize to you guys. I got some messages saying, I've been waiting for the reunion. I've been waiting for your video reunion. What exactly is happening? I'm very, very sorry. I see so many things just came up. Like, I watched this thing, so I now shot the video. Funny enough, I actually did a video about this thing. But when I was editing, I realized that the sound went off somewhere, and I'm like, hey, I cannot do people like this. I cannot send out a video that is not so good, and then to shoot another video has been a war. So I'm very sorry this video is coming out this late, but let's still discuss. It's not late, it's better late than never after all. So welcome to my YouTube channel. How you're doing? Hope you're doing great. Hope you're staying safe. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell button, and also let me know in the comment section what you think about the reunion of the Housewives of Durban. So the show started with the ladies coming in, and they actually looked exquisite. They looked good. So they came into their hotel rooms. All of them were happy. Then the host now arrived last. After he arrived, now see the ladies walking into the room for the shoots, and then women were looking very, 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 very beautiful. Like, I think the color they gave them is shades of pink, so they were looking very pinkish, looking girly in all their outfits. I love their outfits, all of them. The only outfit I didn't like is that of Nonku. I didn't like Nonku's outfit at all. Let me not start bashing Nonku, right? But I didn't like Nonku's outfit. All of that ladies gave it to me. I loved all their outfits. So now let's go into the reunion proper. So the host decided to welcome the ladies, asking them how they were doing, how is everything with them, how they're faring. I think more like just make them relaxed and settled and all of that. Then he now goes ahead to throw the shades. And that's what I like about him. Like, he gets to throw shades and he pretends like he's not throwing shade. Let me give you an example. When he was asking Slee why he was like, Slee, when your relationship with Sorisha, so many people did not like it, but I'm not going to call names. Then he now went ahead to say Nonku and Jojo did not like it. And I'm like, for this guy, you just said right now that you're not going to call names, and you ended up calling Nonku and Jojo. Like, guy, I saw what you did there. I was super excited that he was calling people by their names, not saying they said or they did not say. You said this. Even when Sane was trying to pretend like she's having amnesia. I'm going to talk about Sane. I think I will talk about Sane first.
I don't know.
remember that
Damn
shit.
cool.
Even when Sane was pretending like she did not use any racist word on Annie, and she was now like, play it, let me see. I love that the host and the organizers, the producers actually played it. When they now played it, she was now opening her mouth like, I can't remember that. I cannot remember. How would you remember? Now let me talk about Sane. I need to talk about Sane first. As I said before, Sane deserves a very, 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 very special place in a very bad place, because how does this woman constantly lie, and she lies unprovokedly, and even when she's caught in the act, she still pretends like she doesn't even know what she's doing. Next thing is that we're seeing Sane deny certain things, and even when she's even called out to even apologize, she said, "Ush, she cannot apologize." Okay, let me break this thing down. Like, I am really pissed. Even after watching it for how many days, I am still really pissed. So the host decided to ask Sane about what transpired, because when she was actually introduced to the lady, she was introduced to the ladies during Sorisha's event. So she came in the midst of the ladies and just sat down. Like, she just sat down there, and people were wondering, you know, when you're in the midst of your colleagues or your friends or people that you know, and all of a sudden someone just comes in and sits in your midst, definitely you have to raise your eyebrow, like, who is this lady? She didn't even say anything. She didn't even say like hi. It was later on they now told her hi and all of that. She didn't even say anything. She was just there watching everybody and looking at everybody. So the next thing is that the host gets to ask her, first and foremost, why exactly did you react towards Lundy in that aspect? Because Lundy was having a conversation, I think, with Maria about what had transpired, and then Lundy is like, okay, she cannot have that conversation here because Sane is here, so maybe when Sane is not there, or maybe they have to excuse themselves. And next thing we see Sane raising up her voice, calling her names, like, it was really, really uncalled for. And then we are not asking Sane, do you feel remorseful about this thing you've done? And Sane is like, she's not remorseful. First of all, she was like, who is Lundy? Like, she cannot, who exactly is that? And when she was saying that thing, the way she was reacting, it was as if I should just drag her out of my screen and give her a good beating. Because how exactly are you reacting to people like this? That one said did not even make me angry enough. The one that made me angry enough was when they now asked her, okay, what did you say about Annie sleeping her way to the top? What her explanations? This is the same thing she did, I think, during, whose vacation was that? I think it was during Jojo's vacation that the ladies were trying to ask her what exactly she said about Annie sleeping her way to the top, where she was just mumbling, saying all sort of nonsense and all of that. Now again at the reunion, they tried to ask her again, can you please explain? Because she said it was not in that way. That she's saying that Annie slept her way to the top is not in that way. They just, okay, in what way? She now started saying things that, see, I know my English. I might not understand the language, but at least there were some things that were transcribed. It made no sort of sense. She was just rambling and rambling, at the end of the day saying nonsense.
She slept her way to the top, not in that manner, but well, she's not on the top. There's a bottom and the top. She's half there. So anyway, but then she was working with Hulu, and then you end up being the wife.
The host now says, even as she was even rambling, her fellow housewives were even looking at her in disgust, because it was so obvious that she did not even know what to say. She did not even know how to what's the word I'm going to use, how to defend herself, because obviously she has been caught. You know, when someone has been caught, it's difficult for you to actually defend yourself. So that's how she was just looking so stupid. Then I asked her, okay, can you now apologize to Annie for what you said? She's like, ush, like she cannot apologize because after all, Annie will not accept the apology. And Maria is like, just go ahead and apologize. Even if she doesn't, you're not even sure if she's going to accept this apology. And she's like, ish, she cannot apologize because she knows Annie will not. And Annie is like, I don't need your apology. Like, it's not even necessary.
Like to offer her an apology in front of the whole world, as you said it in front of the whole world. Okay. You know?
Shame. But she won't forgive me. How?
Then the whole conversation of being a racist, the host now asked her, why then were you a racist towards Annie? She's like, she doesn't know what the host is talking about. Can they play the clip? And then we now saw the clip where Annie, sorry, not Annie, yes, Annie mistakenly, she was trying to pass during that Sorisha's event, and then she kind of fell on her and she actually apologized. She's like, sorry. And after Annie had gone, she now went ahead to say, I think she said Cape Town colorist, something like that. They're not asking her what. She now, the funny thing that she just kept quiet, she couldn't even say anything, her mouth was open, like, I cannot remember any of this happened. Hi, Sunny. Sunny. Sunny, who are you? Who made you like this? Like, that lady is a whole lot, like, she's a bunch. Like, to deal with her, you have to deal with her in a bunch. You can't deal with her in pieces. Like, how can one person be all of this? And to think that she still has the effrontery to still be talking, arguing, exercising rights. That lady is a whole lot. That is just it. Now let me move over to Nonku. I'm going to talk about the people that were annoying at some point in time. Sade was annoying all through. Let me talk about Nonku. When I was doing my video when RD Rough Diamond was introduced to this show, I know I stated it clearly here that I was not in support of Rough Diamond. I never liked him. I don't know him in person. I have never heard of him. Rough Diamond, this is my first time of seeing him. Even with the viewer, I had to go and do a little big background check on this who Rough Diamond guy was, let alone Nonku. You now want to date this guy. You did not deem it fit to actually go and investigate who this guy is. And then we now get to now, the host goes ahead to ask Nonku, what's up with RD? And she's like, he should be fine wherever he is. Well, we the viewers want to know what's up with RD. Like, want to know exactly, are you two still get together? Because we heard you're engaged. And then she now goes ahead to say that she doesn't want to talk about it, that the whole thing is legal, is a legal case right now. So apparently, I think that there's a case of defrauding. I don't know that the guy defrauded her and all of that. First and foremost, I don't think Nonku actually liked this guy. We're going to be very sincere, because if you watch their reaction the first day they went to the restaurant, the first day they actually met, you could see some sort of disgust in Nonku's face. But immediately RD bought that car, everything changed. We saw Nonku jumping up and down. Oh, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that.
I am at Platinum Lounge and I'm here to meet the mystery man. Wow.
Just because he bought her a car, she was now super excited about it and then decided to date this guy. Because of this RD, she started having problems with her best friends, her neighbors Slee and Mbali. Slee and Mbali were against her introducing this guy, were against her introducing RD to her daughters, because one, you've not really known this guy. So the host now goes ahead to ask, like, or she just even said, the host goes, we are not asking, like, excuse me, you know this guy, you've heard his history, so why exactly would you want to introduce him to your daughters? And she now goes ahead to say, well, he told me about his past, so we don't need to judge people from their past and all of that. Yes, I understand that fact that you don't need to judge people by their past, but I look at your present. But at the same time, you have to still pick their past with a pinch of salt. This guy was allegedly in prison for rape, and you now want to introduce this guy to your daughters less than how many months after meeting this guy? Is not adding up now. Like, even if you love this guy, yes, understand, yes, love sometimes can be very stupid, but at least protect your daughters. Do you love this guy more than your daughters? Like, your daughters that you carried in your tummy for how many months? 9 good months. You just want to just throw them away because you're in love?
Okay.
That he was arrested for rape, and but he spent 5-6 months in prison.
Says Nonku's man is not only a swindler, but a convicted rapist, and she's okay with all that, enough to introduce him to her teenage daughter. Scary stuff.
Even Jojo, her friend, I don't like those kind of friends. Those type of friends that will just want to lick your ass, that will just want to tell you everything is okay, perfect. They don't want to tell you the bitter truth. I don't like it. Like, how can you, even the host even told Jojo, like, I think you're the only one in the whole world that was actually in support of this relationship. And she goes ahead to say, well, I was actually looking out for my friend was happier the most and all of that. When somebody is in love, see, we are all grown-ups here, let's talk like adults. When someone is in love, we actually know that their thinking faculty is not the same. Like, even if the person is saying red, they are saying black. Even when other people are seeing that it is red, they are seeing a different color entirely. So why couldn't Jojo, who is actually married, see that there was actually a problem here, but rather he just wanted to kiss ass, just wanted to kiss ass and accept anything that Nonku brings her way? Like, it's very, very annoying the way Nonku actually treated this whole thing. It was really, really annoying when she introduced RD to her girls, and even her mother, the queen. I'm actually disappointed too. Yes, I know nobody appointed me, but I'm actually disappointed in the way yes, I know she wasn't so in support of it when she heard that the guy was an ex-convict, but at the same time, yes, you're not in support of it, but there's a way you can handle it. Yeah, maybe she didn't want to hurt the daughter's feelings, but at the same time, she would have handled it like, you're my daughter and these are my grandchildren I'm talking about. So I don't know, it was a whole mess for me. She broke down. Nonku broke down in tears, which I don't know whether that tears was actually real tears. A bit it was fake tears. I'm sorry if my emotions are, I'm not so emotional about people right now, especially when I realized that you were called out, you've been talked to, but you decided to ignore us. So if I want to drag you, I will drag you with everything I have. So Nonku will be fine at the end of the day. I hope she has learned her lesson. She should actually find love again, because I know the host was like, are you going to still go for love? And she was actually quiet about that. There's so many good men out there, but just be very wise so that nobody takes advantage of you.
People didn't see.
Jojo, you seem to be the only person in South Africa, if not the world, that approved of this relationship between Nonku and RD.
It isn't what I saw in the man.
Yeah.
It's what I saw in Nonku.
Now let's talk about run. Any of the above, any pronunciation I call it, people should just accept it like that. Like, this guy, right from day one that I saw him on the show, I wasn't just excited about seeing him, because I did not just understand what a guy was doing in the Housewives of Durban. Think that he wasn't even giving me anything tangible. He wasn't giving me content. He was just there nodding his head like an agama lizard. I didn't just know why he was there, and to think he actually came for the reunion again. But I am so happy that the host actually dragged him. That is just what I'm here for. Like, the host asked him a question. I can't remember the exact question the host asked him, and then he now goes ahead to nod, and the host is like, do you actually counted how many times you nodded on the show? And he's still showing us.
You nodded. How many times? There.
And she's telling you.
Like, that guy is just a clown, a big clown. So Ryan's part was just almost irrelevant, just that he just wanted to cause a chaos between himself, Maria, and Jojo. So we all know that Ryan and Maria have been friends for I think 7 years or thereabouts, and he just became friends with Jojo, and now we are seeing that there's a clash of friendship between these three people. Like, when Maria came into the show, it was as if Maria had a problem with Sorisha, thinking that Sorisha was trying to act a bigger person and all that. So the host now asked Maria, why were you acting like that towards Sorisha? And Maria is like, she was acting based on what Jojo had told her. So she had this, her mind was, you know, when someone feeds you with negative things about somebody, when you not meet the person, that negative things tends to stick. So that was what Maria was actually trying to explain.
But at the same time, I was told that Sarisha doesn't like me.
By who?
Jojo. Really? Yes, you did.
When did you say it? To Jojo, did you say it?
Many times. Funny, because I've heard some stories that you've said about Sarisha too.
Like what?
So she was like, Jojo had said so many things about Sorisha, so she had that in mind, that even Ryan was there, like all of them had that conversation. Ryan is like, he cannot remember any of such conversations, and Jojo on the other end is saying that no, it was actually Maria that was saying certain things about Sorisha. So that whole thing brought an argument and a time to choose sides for Ryan, to choose whether he's going for Jojo or going for Maria. And then Ryan is like, Jojo never said any sort of thing, and then when anything Jojo says concerning Maria, Ryan will like, yes, she said it. like Maria said it. But when Maria says things that Jojo said, he's like, no, Jojo didn't say it. It was so funny to watch.
Because she's the only Indian that's been in this group. Wow. Is that
I
true?
don't remember that.
You don't know? Of course you don't remember. You're like a dildo in the wind.
So yeah, the thing is, I don't want to see Ryan again. Like that Gus Band, I think that's what you call him. I don't want to see Gus Band again on my screen in the 4th season, because that guy is so annoying. He's not adding any form of content. He's just there. So I don't want to see him again. Then moving on to Slee. Slee has finally clarified that she did not abandon her children. That she just left the children. It's not like she really left the children. She was there for the children, like let's say weekend basis and all of that. It's not like she really abandoned the kids. Unlike what people were speculating that she abandoned the kids and all of that. No, when they are with their dad, she explained that the kids were with their dad and they were having time with their dad. So what exactly, she sees the kids like every other weekend. So why exactly are people all complaining? People should sit down, drink water and mind your business. Then moving on to Sorisha and Nonku. Like these two, we all know that these two were actually very good friends, but this season things took a deep dive, and then that friendship had to end. And then we now see the host asking Sorisha why she actually said Futek during the, I think that was their last dinner or so. So basically Annie and Jude and Nonku were actually having issues, and then we now see what's her name, Sorisha, actually talking to them. She actually spoke to Nonku first, aside, saying Nonku that I think you need to have a conversation with Annie. And then I think Nonku did not actually have that conversation yet. So when they're having their dinner, we now see Sorisha bring up the topic and I say, Nonku, I think you need to talk to Annie. So Nonku, on the other hand, was not having it. She wasn't finding it funny. Like, why will you bring it to the table where all the ladies are here? I've said I was going to talk to Annie. So why exactly are you reminding me here? So when they were trying to have that back and forth during one of their dinners like that, we now see Sorisha saying Votek. So Votek actually means like go away, something like that. And then the host now asked Sorisha why exactly she said that, and Sorisha is even surprised that she actually said that, because she said she murmured that, so she's surprised that people actually heard it. But notwithstanding, yes, she said it. And if host told her, would you say it out again, she's like, she went ahead to say Votek. And then we now see Nonku trying to call her out, saying that that is a big insult, that in her language it means the person is a dog. And when Nonku tried to say that, oh, Votek means dog, the host now said, Nonku, just hold it there. We all know that Votek is go away. That is what everybody knows as Votek. If that is how is your language, I don't understand. So the host now asked Sorisha, is that what exactly you meant by Votek? Like the person's a dog. And then Sorisha goes ahead to say she said the most. She said, I wouldn't even talk to my dog. I won't even tell my dog Votek. So you can imagine she comparing Nonku to a dog, to her dog. That was the low blow. See, it's not a good thing, but I liked it. Nonku has been pissing me off since this show started, so I love that people are putting her in her rightful position. So in general, in summary, I love this reunion. I love that the housewives were made to speak out, say their truths. For those that wanted to say their truths, some of them said their truths. I am happy to see the new Sorisha, because they even have to ask Sorisha, this new you, how far? If we all know from past seasons, we know that Sorisha is one person that will just want peace to reign. And that's the problem we always have with people trying to make peace reign. We realize that people now try to take advantage of them. And that is one thing Annie did not like. Annie was like, girl, you need to start standing up for yourself. So I'm loving this new Sorisha. I'm saying, yes, the host said, were you lying to us the last 2 seasons?
Do you think she's got more vibes for herself?
100% more vibes for herself. She's always been this person, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
It's just that she was sort of just trying to be good to everybody, to the detriment of her own sort of, I'm gonna call it like self-respect in a way.
Well, sometimes you get to change when you realize that the person you are, people are trying to take advantage of it. So I wouldn't say that she was actually lying to us. That might be her personality, but she has realized now that people are taking a whole lot of advantage of that, and she decided to change in season 3. I'd love to see more of that Sorisha in season 4 if she's going to return. I want to see more of that. I'm loving the friendship between Sorisha, Annie and Slee. Like, I love to see it again. I want to see more of it. For Maria, I think Maria will be okay. I don't know, Maria is still, I don't really know. But this whole thing of body shaming people, I think the producer should actually look into it. There's no need body shaming people. They keep calling out Maria, saying her lips are big and all of that and all of that. I think, yes, I know Maria has gotten to that point where she doesn't care anymore, but at the same time, sometimes it can get to you if you're not careful. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section about the first episode of the reunion. Don't worry, the second episode I'll be on time. Even if it means me not sleeping at night, I'm going to be on time and I'll give you to oil. So I'll see you in my next video, and bye.